The phone vibrated once on the counter. Not rang, not buzzed. Vibrated. That was enough. I was rinsing a cup when it happened. Water running. Ordinary noise, ordinary life. Her husband's phone, left face down, like always, shuddered against the marble, as if it had something to confess, but didn't want to be heard. I shouldn't have looked. I did. One notification. No name, just a heart. And a timestamp that didn't belong to me. I turned the tap off slowly. The silence felt surgical, precise. I stared at the reflection in the microwave door, my own face calm, almost bored, while something inside me rearranged itself permanently. I had been sent here to do a job, observe, influence, break what needed breaking. That was the plan. Protecting them was never part of it. Behind me, her son laughed at something on the TV. High, careless laughter. The kind that assumes tomorrow is guaranteed. I felt it hit my spine like a warning. I placed the phone back exactly where it was. Face down. Secrets intact. For now. Betrayal rarely announces itself loudly. It leaks. Small things first. He started coming home later, always with reasons that sounded responsible. Work, traffic, meetings that ran long. He smelled different, not perfume, just absence. The kind you can't wash off, she noticed. Of course she did. Mothers always notice, but she chose patience over suspicion, love over logic. I watched it all from the quiet edges, listened, measured. He forgot one thing. I wasn't here for him. The first lie came easy for him. The second smoother. By the third, he believed his own version. That's how men like him survive, by editing reality until it flatters them. I saw the way he looked at his son, though. There was pride there. Real pride, but also calculation. As if the child were proof of something he needed to be true. That detail stayed with me. At night, when the house slept, I replayed everything. Every glance, every pause in conversation. Every time he checked his phone when he thought no one was watching. I wasn't angry. Anger is sloppy. I was alert. Investigation doesn't start with accusations. It starts with listening. I synced phone backups while he showered. Memorized passcodes reflected in glass. Cross-checked call logs against stories he'd told at dinner. Patterns emerged. A number that disappeared during weekends. Messages erased but not forgotten by the cloud. A hotel loyalty account he'd never mentioned. I smiled at him across the table. Asked about his day. Asked about traffic. About stress. He answered easily. Too easily. Inside, I cataloged everything. The dates lined up badly. Too many business trips during months she'd been sick. Too many late nights during a pregnancy that had complications. I ordered a DNA test under his name. Not suspicion, confirmation. There's a difference. While waiting, I watched her tuck her son in every night. Watched the way she lingered at the doorway, hand on the frame as if memorizing him. Mothers know when something is wrong. They just wait to be sure. I wasn't waiting. I was preparing. The envelope arrived on a Tuesday. Plain, white, no drama. I read it once, then again, then folded it carefully and slid it back inside. He wasn't the father. The words didn't feel heavy. They felt sharp, clean, like a blade that had finally been unsheathed. That night, I asked him a question I already knew the answer to. Do you trust your life the way it is? I said, voice neutral. He laughed, too loud. Why wouldn't I? I placed the envelope on the table between us. Didn't open it, didn't explain. His face changed anyway. Shock first, then fear. Then the slow realization that someone else had been. Holding the strings longer than he thought. She stood in the doorway, listening. Silent, still. A mother learning the shape of the truth before it's spoken. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I simply spoke facts. Dates, names, receipts, medical records. Timelines that didn't lie even when people did. He broke in stages, denial, bargaining, tears he thought might still work. They didn't. She didn't cry. That was the part that destroyed him. She asked one question, soft, controlled. Did you ever think about what this would do to our son? He couldn't answer. I slid the final document across the table. The DNA results, clear, clinical, unforgiving. His world collapsed quietly. No screaming, no violence, just consequences arriving exactly on time. I didn't destroy him. I let the truth do it. Legal filings followed. Custody arrangements. Financial realities he hadn't planned for. His double life became public record, neatly indexed and impossible to deny. I stepped back when it was done. That was always the rule. She thanked me once. Just once, not with words. With a look that said she understood why I stayed. Her son slept peacefully that night, safe, unburdened, by lies that would never reach him. As for him, he paid for every lie in installments, years of them, with silence where love used to be. Time passed. Years later, she told me something over coffee. Casual, almost amused. I used to think you were sent to end us, she said. Now I know you were here to protect what mattered. I didn't correct her. Some truths don't need polishing. I walked away after that, clean, unattached. Some people break cycles. Others expose them. I was never there to destroy. I was there to make sure the right thing survived. And it did.